Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors Academy, and thank you for stopping by. All right, guys, tonight we have to take another trip to California together because San Jose is having a vote tomorrow in their city council whether gun owners should be fined a fee and have mandated insurance applied to them simply for endorsing their Second Amendment right. This is wholly unconstitutional, but it's also the reason that we have this firm belief on this channel that the gun control is going to be unraveled by these far leftist idealistic gun controllers, because every time they abandon their ration and their reason for their virtue signaling, they're going to undermine their own cause. And that's what we're going to talk about tonight. It's linked in the description box below. Let me hear from you in the comments and send this one out because this vote is tomorrow. So some awareness needs to be raised on this one. Also down in the description box is a link for the Second Press. The Second Press is a service that we are creating on this channel, and we are building the next steps of the Second Amendment rights fight. This is incredible. There are 10 unique authors every morning delivered to your inbox. One article Monday through Friday narrated by myself. We have articles on the history and the origins of the ATF and how it is questionable. We've got gun control issues around the magazine bans and magazine limits. There's so much stuff in there as our 2-week free trial. I'd love for you to at least get in there and see it. And if it's worth $7 a month, hang in there and we can build something great together. But here's what we're going to do. We're going to dive into this, and I want to hear from you guys. Let's get in here. So, San Jose may implement strictest gun control laws yet as city heads to final vote. Now, this is tomorrow. This is Tuesday, okay? San Jose, California is approaching a final vote on strict new gun laws that would be the first of its kind in the U.S. Because you know how these leftist gun controllers love to be the first of their kind in the U.S. The governor of California also likes to be the first of the kind in the U.S. when they're relating the abortion bill from Texas to gun control of California. There's a lot of this whole being first thing going on. I don't know what it's about, but it's definitely there. On Tuesday, so tomorrow, the San Jose City Council will vote on the laws, which would require gun-owning households to maintain liability insurance and pay an annual fee. This is for a constitutionally guaranteed and protected right. You tell me how this is not going to be struck down in court immediately. There will be a stay put on it immediately. So why do it? We talk about the why a lot on this channel. Could it be maybe that Mayor Liccardo in San Jose might have some similar aspirations to Gavin Newsom? And when Gavin Newsom leaves the governor's office, maybe he has a little bona fides of look how anti-gun I am? Maybe that's dying into it? Just saying, that could be something, but let's keep going here. Liccardo, who's the mayor, claimed that imposing liability insurance on gun owners could help the victims of gun violence. Okay, that's a stretch. With risk-adjusted premiums, he explained, gun owners would be compelled to take greater care with their firearms in order to pay lower rates. So you're using capitalism, the thing that leftists say is a bad thing, to punish a guaranteed constitutional right based on risk insurance premiums. No conflict there? Nothing? Okay, let's keep going. The payments would also create better compensations for the victims of gun violence and their loved ones. So this is another piece of a few other pieces they put in San Jose recently. They want to be compensated through the government. It's very similar to where they wanted the gun companies nationally to pay for all the criminals and make them open to liability and suit, but the PLCAA prevents that. This is basically, instead of going to the companies, it's going to the consumers. They're just shifting their focus and their target because someone has to pay. Not them, of course, but someone. Right? So let's keep going. Here's a quote. While gun rights advocates argue that gun owners should not have to pay a fee to exercise their constitutional right to bear arms, the Second Amendment does not require the taxpayers to subsidize folks to own guns, Liccardo said in response to critics of the proposal. That is the stupidest thing you could possibly say. The Second Amendment does not require the taxpayers to subsidize folks to own guns. You're not subsidizing anyone. What you're doing is you're having to have a police force and you're having a medical force and all of these things that are a system that are dealing with crime and response to crime. It has nothing to do with the gun. It's all about the criminal behavior, but you can't talk about that. A really great example of this would be homelessness. It would be drug abuse. It would be car accidents, driving under the influence of alcohol. Marijuana use. You can pick your poison, but those things, those are okay. Those can be subsidized by the state. But gun control, that can't be. No. Gun rights, that can't be subsidized. Do you see how apathetic this is to rationale and reason? Okay, got one more for you guys, and this is actually what someone said. It's really, really strong. A right you have to pay a tax to exercise is not a right at all, the foundation spokesperson Hannah Hill said in a letter according to San Jose. This is a gun advocate. You would not dream of imposing a tax to attend a church or to disseminate or read a newspaper, which are protected by the First Amendment. 100% correct. Why can you be fined and mandated to exhibit this right or exercise this right, but not the others? And that's what I'm going to leave you with. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. This vote is tomorrow, and I'll give you an update on it. But this is going to be stayed, if it passes, immediately in court, sued out of existence, and then the gun control starts to unravel. And that's what we're going to talk about tomorrow, most likely as well.